Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm making the Enzoni, and I'm excited to show you guys this one. It has muddled green grapes in it, which isn't very common in cocktails, but I think it makes a great addition to the Enzoni. It also has London Dry Gin. Today I am using Beef Eater, as well as Campari, and lemon juice, and simple syrup. And we'll come back to these two later, so don't worry about them for now. We will start by muddling our grapes in our cocktail shaker, and we'll use about 5 grapes, but if you want to use a couple extra, that's fine as well. Okay, so that shouldn't take too long, just about 10 seconds. You want to break them up, but you don't want to like completely destroy them. Then we will do 1 ounce of our London Dry Gin. As mentioned, I'm using Beef Eater today. As well as 1 ounce of Campari. Three-quarters of an ounce of lemon juice. And 1/2 of an ounce of simple syrup. Then we'll add a generous amount of ice to our cocktail shaker and seal and shake for 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, now since we muddled those grapes in here earlier, we don't want those grape pieces ending up in our cocktail. So what we'll do now is we'll double strain our drink through both a Hawthorne strainer as well as a fine mesh strainer. And we will be straining into a rocks glass over fresh ice. Here I have a block of ice. So here we'll do our double strain. And finally, we'll just garnish this with 3 green grapes. And there you have the Enzoni. Cheers, guys. Yeah, that's a very nice cocktail. But as we're coming into fall, I feel like it'd be wrong if I didn't show you guys how to make the fall Enzoni as well. Okay, so this one's going to feel very similar to the last one. We're going to start by muddling about 5 grapes in our cocktail shaker again, but this time we're going to use red grapes rather than green grapes. And we'll just muddle those for about 10 seconds just to break them up. Okay, so those are muddled up now, and now instead of using the London Dry Gin like we did last time, we're now going to use a Rye Whisky, and today I'm using Lot 40. And we'll still be doing the 1 ounce of Campari. as well as the 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. And 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. Then we will add a generous amount of ice to our cocktail shaker, and we'll seal and shake for 10 to 15 seconds. And the same thing as last time, we will double strain this into a rocks glass over fresh ice, and again, I'll be using a block of ice. And for the fall Enzoni, we will garnish with 3 red grapes this time rather than 3 green grapes. And there you have the fall Enzoni. Cheers, guys. Yeah, personally, I prefer the fall Enzoni over the original Enzoni, but I'd say that generally I prefer whiskey more than gin, so it's not the biggest surprise in the world to me. But both of these drinks are absolutely delicious, and I'd highly recommend that you try one or both of them. One comment that I will make about the Enzoni is that you may find it to be overly bitter. When I first tried this drink, I found it very overwhelmingly bitter, but over time I've come to appreciate it. And the bitterness comes from the Campari, so if you're new to Campari, then you may feel the same way unless you're used to bitter things. But if you do find this drink to be too bitter, what I would say that you can do is rather than use 1 ounce of the Campari, you could consider reducing it to a 1/2 ounce or 3/4 of an ounce. Or what you can do is you can completely remove the Campari and you could use something like Aperol instead, which is lower in terms of alcohol, but also sweeter and less bitter. So it might be more approachable than the Campari. Of course, there are other issues that you may have with this drink, but I think the most common issue that you would have with this drink is that it is too bitter. But in any case, I hope that you guys try an Enzoni because this is delicious and modeling the grapes in the cocktail is awesome. So cheers, guys. Until next time, see you soon.